Hello, hello, is this working? Hello, hello.
Welcome to No Enemies Here, the show, where you get all kinds of information. You don't know what's going to come up. As a matter of fact, I don't even know what's going to come up. But I hope everybody's doing well. I just had a sandwich of fresh coppola. And it's a cold cut. And it was made fresh. When I say fresh, this is a restaurant, not a restaurant. It's a microbrewery butcher shop. And it's a farm. On my way to work, I see it all the time. It's called werewolf. Loup-garou in French. And what did the New Orleans call it? Rougarou. Yeah, it's loup-garou, werewolf. And they have a butcher shop downstairs. They grow their own steers, and it's only grass-fed. So I'm more partial to it being finished with corn, because you get more marbling there for steak connoisseurs. Anyways, their beer is an old Czech recipe from his grandmother, this guy Scott. And look, it's a bit pricey, but where the hell else are you gonna get this, right? So it's a big layout. You go upstairs, you have a beer or two. Again, microbrewery, homemade, made right there. Their hops are fantastic. Their beer is just fantastic. And their meat is, look, you can't get this meat except there, right? So I bought a big sirloin. New York strip, they call it. I don't know what Americans call it, but it's about 3.5 inches, and it cost me $70, but it'll feed 3 people, man, you know. And I just can't wait to cook it. Plus, they make cold cuts. They make prosciutto, coppa, bresaola, and I bought their coppa yesterday, and I just finished a sandwich. I mean, seriously, really, really amazing. And I wish you guys could come here. I would take you there. Also, yeah, the butcher shop, this and that. Yeah. So that's it for that. I've been getting into models, obviously, and I when I get into something, I get into something deep, right? So I've been putting in, when I do it, no less than 6-7 hours the time when I do it, you know. So you learn with time. Obviously, experience gets you better and better, right? So I'm going to show you some pictures here, and let me look. Okay. This is a picture of a night. And these are my colors, right? So the guy looks a bit fruity, but hey, you know what I'm saying? He can still, with a broadsword, he can still chop you in half. And everything was done by me. This was a model that I put together, and it's about 1, 2, 3, 4. There's about 6 pieces there, right? Because I bought this off of Alibaba. And all the detailing is done by me. And I'm surprised that I've upped my mediocrity to, okay, now we've got a fundamental base of where I am, and I got to go from there. I'll show you another picture here, but no buts, that's just it. And this is with the helmet closed. Like I said, he's pretty fruity, the guy. I'm sure it's just for parades and stuff, but the lines are really clean. I painted that, man, with a paintbrush. I mean, it's tiny. The paintbrushes are tiny. And you get used to it after a while, but your hand shakes. You got to hold it. You got to do stuff like this, you know. And I don't even know what I was going to say. Yeah, well, it's not finished, obviously. I'd like to get that, like the chest plate, I'd like to get it completely smooth. So I don't know if I'm going to sand it down and redo it again, but I doubt it, because it's like Bobby Bala told me. He says, don't redo your things, man. It's you see your progress, you know, and he's right. He's right. So my next model, I'll do it. And here is one with the face mask up. And I must admit, other than the lips, because this is not finished, the lips are a little bit brown, but the skin, I nailed it. Nailed it big time. I got the shadows under the eyes, just so, like, you don't even notice, because if you would notice, then it's too much. But you can still see the depth, the shadows, and something pisses me off about it. He looks like Reinhard Heydrich, or Reinhard Heydrich, whatever his stupid name. That guy's the worst human being that ever lived next to Himmler. Reinhard Heydrich, the guy at Prague there. He owned Prague. So other than that, other than he looking like Reinhard Heydrich, or Heydrich Reinhard, or I don't know what the hell his name is, but he's a scumbag, and he deserved what he got. This is looking pretty damn good. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, that's it for me. And let's get on with the show, because I tend to babble.
Noble Knight Games, we've been carefully growing the world's largest selection of tabletop games, going on 25 years now. From fresh-picked new releases to finely aged vintage classics and hard-to-find imports, you can buy, sell, trade, and play with us at our store in Fitchburg, Wisconsin. Or shop online 24/7 from anywhere in the world, just like nature intended. Growing fresh daily at Noble Knight Games.
Let's get on with the crux of the show. 3-minute board games tells you about, or tells you fire in the lake in about 3 minutes. You know, when excuse me, I have the hiccups. When I played Fire in the Lake, so it was 5 hours. So 3 minutes, he better be damn good at telling you what's in for 3 minutes. 6 Actual has It's Been a While. Ray talking about Flight of the Intruder. It's a soundtrack. Air War Vietnam on 6 Actual this week. Bonding with board games and RPGs. 2 videos. The Chief says, follow up my 2025 predictions. How did I do? I killed it, he says. Then 2026 prediction games. AI singing and FSD takeover to name 2. What's FSD? Someone tell me about FSD. Boards, Bricks, and Battlefields. That's the old, or I should say the new World War II Solitaire board game channel's name. Daniel Nemi, the hero of No Enemies Here, has 4 videos, and 2 of them are on Tide of Iron. He's How to Play and Playthrough Clash of Elites. Then he plays British Tank Ace 1940 to 1945. It's a playthrough, and it's North Africa, episode 16. And finally, Armored Commander Playthrough Canada's Best, episode 21 on boards, bricks, and battlefields. Liz and Beyond Solitaire 2 videos, top 12 books of 2025, and top family games of 2025. Artie of ARDWULF'S Lair, 2 videos that I put up. He's got more. And it's the Chit Show with Dan and Artie. I'm Dan. And we shot the Chit. We're shooting the Chit. War Game Expansions. And then Counter Clipping episode 253, GMT Games, P500 Rundown. Agility Snips Gaming Table, 3 videos, Fields of Fire Deluxe, a game by Ben Hull, Vietnam Mission number 8, Part 6, Artillery and Air to Rescue. Then the first Frantic Waves of Dogfighting, Scenario 1, Part 2, Fighters of the Pacific. And Plum Island Horror, a Herman Loopman game. More of a Bad Thing, Intro and How to Play by GMT Games. ASL Academy, I should say Advanced Squad Leader Academy, 1 video on its third-party publishers, and it's Advanced Squad Leader episode 28 this week. The man famously known as Calandale Enrico Viglino has 4 videos, Combat Commander Europe Hedgerows and Hand Grenades, then Computer Fucked, in his words. Plus Combat Commander Europe closed for renovations, and a review of Combat Commander Europe on Calandale this week. Camp Sawyer has 3 videos, and it's Wilson Creek Continue Blind Swords. Wilson, I think you made a mistake, it's Wilson's Creek. And then a 2025 review and a 2026 preview in the same video, and it's upcoming. Well, I don't know where I was, but now I had to change a video apparatus, which was my phone, and it said I don't have enough memory, and it just shut off. And now I'm on my iPad. The shit that happened today to me, man, is unbelievable. But I'm trudging on. I just lost my job. They fired me. For no reason. Sincerely, they built up a case. They didn't want me around. You're gone. I'm okay. No worries. So that was it. Camp Sawyer. I had done Camp Sawyer. And here we go. And Cardboard Commander, 1 video this week. Berlin, Fall of the Reich, 1945, unboxing and first impression. I'm looking over here, but the camera's over there. Castle Arkan is back with 1 video, and it is on the Crimson Peninsula RPG setting preview. Why you should be using is the title of the show. Dave of Centurion's review is back. 1 video, and it's Eagles of Rome and Caesar review. Strategy and Tactics magazine. Charlie Charles Latorra, the One-Eyed Jack, has 4 videos. Mail Call, yesterday, Stuff Painting, a battle setup on a back table. Then Prairie of Flame Legion 2020, Counters Punched, Reading Rules. Then the next one is The Graveyard Has Reappeared, Trolls Ain't Happy, 1 turn, Fistful of Lead. And Mail Call again. Compass, P-Wars, Sinking Yamato, looks bloody awesome, he says, on Charlie Charles Latorra's page. Flying Pig Games, 2 videos, Drawn Swords, Playthrough Scenario 5, Turn 5, then January 2026 monthly update from Flying Pig Games.
For the first week of the new year, 2026, Seek Out and Play presents an overview of Blue and Gray Deluxe Edition by Decision Games. Originally released by SPI, the overview covers the components, basic rules, and how to achieve victory in the 8 battles and 1 campaign presented in the game. Check out more videos when you subscribe to the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel. In addition, there is a monthly Speak Out and Play podcast, which you can find on Buzzsprout and Spotify. For just $2 per month, you can support the channel by becoming a Patreon member and see the videos and podcast 48 to 72 hours in advance. At least one new video is released every week on the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel, so I will see you next Wednesday.
Fanny Rob has two videos. One video is called Welcome, and the other one is Reprints These Board Games ASAP Please, in his opinion, on Fanny Rob this week. Eric's Table Napoleonic Battles, two videos, and it's live, and it's Battle of Germantown, 1777, game 8:20 a.m. turn. Then live streaming of La Bataille de Dresde, 1813, 8:20 a.m. turn on Eric's Table Napoleonic Battles. If you hear noise, that's Georgie. Hey, Georgie, what do you got there? Dave of Dave's Gaming Cave, two videos, same subject, and it's Bull-Bound 1979, Alabama versus 1954, Ohio State, first half and second half. Compass Games was live with Town Hall episode 126. Cody Carlson, PhD, one video, and it's Ober-Ost, or Ober-Ost is East, Germany's plans for Eastern Europe in World War I. Gaming with ER Bigford the shit. Two videos, Hube's Pocket and the Third Winter, and then a showing of Hube's Pocket, 13 minutes of that. The Leonidas of ASL, George Chiotis, work and play. He's changed the face of his YouTube, as did World War II Solitaire board game. Yeah, and now it's Bricks something, but it's all B. I was going to say balls, but it's not balls. So George Chiotis has one video, and it's 5 myths about Advanced Squad Leader. Busted, he says. Timmy of Harebrained Games, 3 videos. Harebrained Games unboxing Cross Bronx Expressway, published by GMT, and then Harebrained Games unboxes March of Ants Deluxe. Then he unboxes Phantom Epic on Timmy's channel, Harebrained Games. Hex to Hex has one video, and he's painting 15mm Russian officers with Army Painter speed paints. I've got a war game that gets personal, it's tactical, boots on the ground, and it's got miniatures. Sergeants, Day of Days, published by Lost Battalion Games. So why is it personal? Well, in this game you get 10 hand-painted pewter miniatures that come with their own decks, creating their own characters. If you die, you're dead. So you're gonna be careful. You're gonna make a stupid decision like charge a machine gun nest with a handgun with only 2 bullets left. You play this game? Well, a deck of cards creates a story, which creates a great narrative, and that's fantastic. And certain cards, when paired together, have events. What kind of events? A rocket barrage. So if there's a rocket barrage, you gotta pull a blast hit check. Another cool thing, the board is modular. Different scenarios, different terrain. So a certain scenario will say, put these tiles together, and this is what the board's gonna look like. So the way gameplay works is you're gonna have the Germans coming in on one side, check out the guy with the rocket launcher, the Panzerfaust, and you're gonna have the Americans coming in from another side. So this is what a full-on scenario might look like on the board. Those tanks are my tanks, do not come with the game, though they sell tank miniatures. You're going to see different terrain on the maps. You're going to see roads, houses, trees. If someone's hiding behind a tree, it's an obstacle. You can't just shoot that guy and you're going to get him. There's dice roll modifiers, just like in a regular board game, but with miniatures. What I like about this game is that you're the captain and you've got your squad, so you want to take care of everybody and yourself. So you send one of your guys in, he gets shot. Man, he was supposed to be your best man for the wedding. It's over. Days of Days is the base game. You want to expand? No problem. They've got the Road to 40 La Fière Bridge, Red Devils, and also Brécourt Manor. Day of Days, 1 to 2 player game, takes about 2 to 3 hours, medium complexity, speed of the game is very high, replayability is very high, so check them out on Lost Battalion Games. Thank you for watching, and this game has a lot more than I can cram in for 2 minutes. If you want to know more about war games, check out my channel, No Enemies Here. Hexed encountered 4 videos. Top 6 games that appear on the channel in 2025. Then, top 6 2025 most viewed games. Then Hubris, Twilight of the Hellenistic World by GMT Games and directed by Morgan Rerezzi. I'm forgetting here. And then Cobra, the Normandy campaign, Decision Games, First Look. The Overseer and Big Brother has a multitude of games, of which 4 are shown here, and it Shinkansen Zero Kai solo playthrough, learn game, then Brass Birmingham practice game, Don't Tell Lower Slower. All right. And same thing for practice and learning, the Brass Birmingham, Keep Birmingham, for God's sakes, and Tear to Shrink Dead Cells, the roguelite board game by Scorpion Mask. The Man Who Looks Like a Vampire, Mark Felton of Mark Felton Production, has 2 videos. Piper's Last Panzer, Surviving Kampfgruppe Piper Tanks 3, plus Venezuelan Scorpions, Falkland War Tanks, Live Again. Little Wars TV 1 video, and it is how to play Fistful of T-34s, a tutorial. That fantastic channel that is Legendary Tactics, 4 videos, retro games, Storm Over Arnhem, board game Spotlight, and Avalon Hill Classic. Then War Game Wheel, classics or classic versus modern war games, top 5, Showdown Draft. Then Kremlin Spotlight. And last but not least, 1830 Railroads and Robber Barons by Avalon Hill's financial masterpiece. KilRoyWasHere. 4 videos, Horrified Greek Monsters, a Ravensburger unbox, and his first look. And my favorite segment of Kilroy's Coffee with Kilroy, Wars of Religion, Field of Glory Renaissance Companion by Osprey, and Iwo Jima Hell on Earth by Neva War Games After Action Review. And again, Coffee with Kilroy, Fire and Movement number 67, August 1990, a World War II anthology, The Pacific something something something, on KilRoyWasHere. Justagard has 2 videos this week, 2026 Wargaming Resolutions, then The Shelf of Shame, Unplayed Games of 2025. Respect! Jim Ozarski, 2 videos, O Group, The Embiggening. That's it. Then I Ain't Been Shot, Mom, Home Run at Osmondville, on Jim Ozarski's channel this week. The Man with a Color named after him, Matt White of Matt White War Games, 2 videos, and it's a review, Desert Blitzkrieg, North Africa Campaign War Games by Compass. Then Saving Angels, new Solitaire World War II games. I'm sure this is by Matt, on Matt White War Games. For our Italian listeners, Mauro Faina has 2 videos. Metacon 2025. Vexillum, la premiazione dei migliori wargames del 2025. Plus episode 547, La Guerra degli 11 giorni, the war of 11 days, on Mauro Faina's channel. My Own Worst Enemy 2 videos, War for America Part 6, Gameplay, and Battle Hymn Volume 2, an unboxing, both games by Compass Games. Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials, 1 video, Stonewall's Last Battle, Scenario Number 1, Salem Church and Kelly's Ford. Prasutagus, the Orwell Wargamer, has 1 video and his Battalion, War of the Ancients by Osprey Games, and it is an unboxing. The Oxen Pushing Cardboard has 1 video, and it is called 25 Games for 2026. The Bunker, Der Bunker, plays World in Flames Collector's Edition with Day of Days 3, Game 3, January to February 1942. The Board Game Chronicles, 1 video and its tips and tricks, how to effectively search the rule books. Tabletop Sci-Fi, 1 video on its Alien Contact by Phoenix Enterprises, review and how to play on Tabletop Sci-Fi this week. The one and only STUKAJOE, doing a lot of videos this week, is very good. 3 videos, a live unboxing of Europe in Turmoil 2 by Compass Games, then a bomb run with Ryan Heilman and Wes Crawford, the master drummer. And live with the defense, the Siege of Cadiz and Daniel Hernandez Iniesta on STUKAJOE. And that is scheduled for today at 5 p.m., which it's happening now. Stephen Doge's 1 video on its Game On Con 2026 prep and what is coming later this year. Ruffy of Rough Swordsman Wargamer has 1 video and it's the Command Post. It is to be today I should say, the Command Post 01/10/2026, Episode 5. The Cody and the Discriminating Gamer with Ray, 4 videos and a Bridge Too Far, plus Ray looks at werewolf insurgency in occupied Germany, 1945 to 48. I didn't know it was that long. Unboxing with Ray. I thought the werewolves are just 45. Then Cody looks at Punica, Rome versus Carthage. And Ray is back with Werewolves in the Dark, Wolfpack, unboxing with Ray on the Discriminating Gamer. Indy Idell's The Korean War has 1 video and it's the Korean War Week 81. Ridgway admits the UN is a little threat. January 6th, 1952. The gentlemen of the Player's Aid are probably recuperating from a Christmas shellacking. 2 videos this week, and it's a review of Verdun by Dragon Dawn Productions, plus another review of Neither King Nor God, but Sound of Drums on the Player's Aid. The Tabletop's Edge is back after a 2-week hiatus, and it's the Pilot's Logbook number 1, the 4th of September, 1939, Part 4. GIMPY of the GIMPY Gamer, 3 videos. The game of 2025, sorry about that. And also, Battlegroup Clash Baltics live play. And Heroes of the Pacific, interview with Mark Rapson of Word Forge Games. Todd, the Hugh Hefner of Wargaming, Wardy Road plays World War II, has 3 videos, and it's Wilson, again, Creek continued. Why Wilson? I don't get it. Blind Swords. Plus a 2025 review and 2026 preview, then Great Battles of the American Civil War, Simple Rules with Nathan Mueller, and that is upcoming for the 17th of January. That's right. Forever 27 Zilla Blitz. 4 videos, Most Wanted Board War Games 2026 Part 1. Then Strategic Command, Concert of Europe, Episode 3. It's a DLC gameplay. Plus, Eagle Leader Campaign, Episode 2, Dan Verson Games. And here I go, a tactical fantasy combat, and it's called Gondabar Overview Tactical Fantasy Combat Board Game by Pirata Games. For our Polish viewers, Wojennik TV has 3 videos, and it's 1386 Game of the Month, December 2025. And there we have Georgie busting chops. Then Andromeda Edge, an unboxing exotic matter. Plus SETI, the extraterrestrial civilization. Then the cop, that is Wayne Hansen, has 2 videos. It's recon, unboxing, and preview of Iwo Jima, Hell on Earth by War Game Board Games? All right. And then let's play Iwo Jima, Hell on Earth by War Game Board Games solo on Wayne Hansen. War Game Ramble has 1 video, and it's Imperial Elegy, Turn 2, and it's a recap. And both of us say, hasta la vista, baby.
Hey folks, Meandering Mike here, Man Cave of Menace. It's been about a month since we did a channel update. So we're going to cover real quickly what we've done and part of the reasons I haven't been very active. Starting down here at the bottom, this was our last update. And we had flooding. If you know, Washington State was one of those states that got hit pretty hard. The good old atmospheric rivers. I did 2 videos on that. Our neighborhood, luckily, stayed dry. 90% of our town had to be evacuated. 80% of it was affected, but maybe only 30% was actually flooded due to the nature of how this slough snakes its way through our town. And the levee on the Skye River was not breached, but the slough flooded. So, in any case, the first actual video that I've done, real content on games and stuff, I did at the beginning of the year 2026, which was about a week ago. I didn't get it uploaded last week. But I unboxed 33 games. Yeah, unbagged, yes. How in the world? That's madness. How can I do it? Watch this video to find out. 33 games unboxed in 1 video that only takes 24 minutes. How is that possible? Go ahead and watch that. Now, why else, besides the flood and the holidays and family visiting? Well, another reason is I ended up in the emergency room. So this is turning into a bit of a public service announcement in that regard. That's know your symptoms. In your age, your condition, be aware of symptoms of health issues that can develop. Now, it turns out I thought I maybe had a condition that I did not, but it's a serious condition. And given things that happened in my past in my life that doctors have thought I maybe had developed this, deep vein thrombosis, DVT, but I hadn't. I was aware of the symptoms in that, and I was now having symptoms that sound like, wow, this sounds like a DVT. Deep vein thrombosis is important to go get it checked out. Do not ignore it, because you can have the blood clot, the thrombosis, break free, travel into your lungs, lodge in there, cause a pulmonary embolism. That can be a big trouble. In really worst cases, it can end up lodging in your brain and stuff, but the main worry is it will lodge into your lungs and you'll get a pulmonary embolism. Well, turned out I did not have that, but it took me half a day, 4.5 hours, half of a work day, being poked and prodded and measured in the emergency room, and they figured out, actually I had an infection in my thigh, where the symptoms were, mimicking like 90% of the symptoms of a deep vein thrombosis. But there was other issues and complications. So I'm getting treated. I'm okay. I'm safe. But know the symptoms of those kind of things. If you have high blood pressure, if you are old or overweight, you have high blood sugar, all these things, learn the various things that can affect you. Pay attention and make sure that you go and get checked out. Don't rely on just, say, the web, not ChatGPT or other internet stuff to try to diagnose yourself. If you do look at web resources, look at something like WebMD or the Mayo Clinic site. But the best thing to do is to call triage nurses at your local clinic or emergency care facility, whatnot, and make a decision on, coming in and getting checked out. And in my case, it was good that I did get it because the infection could develop into sepsis if it was untreated. So didn't have a deep vein thrombosis, but I did have an infection, got antibiotics, I'm on the mend and all that stuff. So anyway, so that's my public service announcement for all you folks out there, especially, a few viewers on my channel tend to be on the older side, and we tend to have a rather sedentary hobby, sitting around playing war games and stuff. So make sure you're well. There are health conditions that can affect you. Be aware of those symptoms that you might have, and make sure you get them checked out in a timely fashion. So take care, y'all, and ciao.